Chicago Cubs baseball on Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by the Bob Locurcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. By Circus Sports. And by your local Hyundai dealer. Find the dealer nearest you at buyhyundai.com. Back in Cleveland Progressive Field, the Cubs with an opportunity for a doubleheader sweep here on Easter Sunday. And the lefties will square off as Shota Imanaga will make his second start, and he'll go up against Parker Messick. The Cubs changing into their alternate blue tops for the second game of the doubleheader. Game one, Daniel Palencia closed it out, and the right-hander looking very impressive. It just feels like the confidence for Palencia has grown and grown.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Bogan. I think we saw that last year, as he had success and just the way he carried himself in the clubhouse and obviously on the mound. He's a real bulldog out there. And why not, right? When you've got 100 miles an hour in your back pocket, you should be confident. You should attack hitters. But, he's more than that. That splitter's a good weapon for him. That slider can be a good pitch for him as well. Always the issue with high leverage relievers. What happens when they get punched in the mouth? Because sooner or later, guys are going to have a bad outing or two. And how do you respond to that? That's kind of the next step.
All right, time now for our keys to the game, and they're brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers. Keep them in the yard, Jim.
Yeah, well, Shota's had a problem with the long ball, of course. That bit him in his last start, and he's given up home runs in his last 10 starts. No messing around there, guy. Parker Messick is proven to be a very talented young pitcher. This will be our first look at him. He's got a good changeup, good slider, so we'll see how that plays. And it's Easter, so hop to it. Let's go.
I like it. Shota Imanaga, Carson Kelly. They are the battery for this afternoon's game as the Cubs will send the southpaw to the hill. Imanaga in that first start, again, the results were not great, but you're talking about velocity is up. Really just that one swing from Joey Wiemer was the big difference in that game.
And nobody could get Joey Wiemer out in that series. He was like, Chris Speaker or something. He was, name whatever old-time player you want to throw a little love at. But, yeah, I think it was encouraging that Imanaga was showing a little extra jump on that fastball. That was the narrative coming out of spring training. Everybody was encouraged because the fastball was up. The velo was up on that heater in Arizona. The question was, would that, be the case in his first start? And it was. Now the question becomes, can you sustain it through the course of the full season?
Yeah, and he is certainly aware of those things in the offseason. Worked very hard on the lower half of the hamstring injury that plagued him, caused him to miss 7 weeks last year. And then really when he came back, he definitely still had some issues with that left leg, the drive leg, and sustaining velocity was a problem. We've documented the idea, JD, that when he's 91 and above, things are usually pretty darn good for him. And when it's below that is when he'll run into some problems. And as always, the slug is an issue for him.
Yeah, and I think because what happens too is we talk so much about fastball velocity, but when your velo is down, the ball's not jumping out of your hand as cleanly as you would like. It's going to affect your other pitches as well. The bite on the breaking ball won't be as sharp. The action on the splitter won't be as sharp. So it's not just the fastball velocity. It's just life in the arm, how the ball is coming out of the hand, the mechanics, the ability to repeat the mechanics. Those all play into it. It's weird to have that conversation, though, right when you go, well, at 92 miles an hour, he's really good.
Yeah.
And at 90.7, he's not so good. It's weird, but it is true.
One of the things, though, that doesn't change, Imanaga last year, 63% of the runs that he gave up last year were on homers, and that was #1 in the majors. So keeping them in the park and then keeping them in the park, or I should say, when he does allow a homer, nobody on base, that's a big factor for him. So we'll see how it plays out here today. Parker Messick on the mound, and let's check out the Cubs lineup here today for game 2. It'll go Horner, Bregman, and Happ. Ian's going to DH. Kelly behind the plate. Carson will clean it up. Then Bush, Swanson, and Shaw. Matt is in right field. PCA in center. And Dylan Carlson makes his first start in a Cub uniform And this group will go up against the lefty Parker Messick, who works very quickly.
Yeah, 6 foot, 225, kind of a solidly built kid, 25 years old, second-round pick in 2022 out of Florida State. Made his big league debut last year and really performed well. 2.72 ERA in 7 starts. In the 39 2/3 innings last year, he only walked 6 men. That's a big key for him.
Made his debut last year, August 20th. He was the number 14 prospect for Cleveland going into last year. He started the Futures game for the American League. And again, a second-round pick out of Florida State. He's from Plant City. Kenny Rogers, the other big league pitcher from Plant City.
Just down the road from Winter Haven and not too far away from Winter Park is Plant City. You know what Plant City is? It's home to a big strawberry festival.
Yeah, okay.
The Reds train.
The Reds used to train there. Yeah, all right. I needed to make a comeback after my Winter Park blasphemy. Nico Horner steps to the plate. Horner, who swung the bat so well against lefties last year and will continue to be the leadoff man against southpaws here in 2026. Messick ready to work, and the first offering of the game is in there for a strike.
This day is a little bit of an outlier, isn't it? Because typically now the doubleheaders are split, the day and night doubleheaders. This one, boom, boom, the more traditional. 35 minutes, roughly 40 minutes after the first game ends. Here we go again.
So Messick missing that time, and now 1-1. But this guy just grabs and goes, moves over towards that third base side of the mound.
Got some herky-jerky in that delivery.
No question.
Kind of a drop and drive approach, old school with the stirrups.
On the ground, that's to short. Arias handles. And there's one away.
The third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
JD, I've made this point before. I'm just going to get it off my chest and get it out of the way in honor of my good buddy Len Casper, who is, I think, more uniform obsessed than I am. But if there is one thing that I really believe strongly,
yes,
and this is just fashion but also just baseball, you can't have 2 alternate tops. So I just feel strongly that, like, when the home team decides they're going to wear the alternate tops, then the road team has to wear grays. In the air, left field, popped up. Arias makes the catch, 2 away. My snarky comment would be, it just doesn't look big league in that regard. When it's like this, I feel like it looks like 2 slow pitch softball teams playing.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
That's all I got. I feel a little better. And I like the Cubs alternate top a lot better than the Guardians. So there. Happ swings, fouls one away. Ian had a rough game 1 as he struck out 4 times. Swing and a miss.
Days like today, as a hitter, you feel like you rolled out of bed and it was 0-2.
Swing and a miss. Messick gets Happ. And a rough start to the day for Ian. Cubs go 1-2-3 in the first. Bottom of the first, no score. The Guardians will come up to hit. Let's check out their lineup. It's brought to you by Ford, Kwan, Martinez, and Ramirez. The top 3. Fry gets the start in right field. DeLauder dropped down to the 5th spot. He's the DH. Hoskins has started first. Arias, Hedges, and Rocchio. And Shota Imanaga on the mound. And fires a fastball in for a strike.
So Some notes on Imanaga's first start. You got plenty of swings and misses, a 39.5% whiff rate. With some hard contact against him, and the velo was up. Despite giving up all those home runs last year, and there were a lot of them, 31 in 144 2/3 innings. He still pitched to a 3.73 ERA. League batting average against him was only 2.18, and the walk rate was way below league average.
Yeah, he does not walk people, Shota Imanaga, and that's one of the things you like about him. Third lowest at 4.6%, depending on where you put the qualifiers. Fouled off at the plate. Kwan stays alive.
Kwan strikes me as a catcher's interference candidate.
To my eyes, I would agree.
Deep in the box, waits.
He's also got that thing. I think that it's deep in the box, but also his feet are really close together. Look at that.
I remember facing Stan Musial back in the day.
No, you did not. So Kwan, by the way, is the guy that stands with his feet closest together. Soto the farthest apart. Kwan lays off that one. See Stephen Kwan take that deep breath, close his eyes, resets. 3-2, and we'll see what Imanaga goes with here. Payoff pitch and a fastball upstairs at 93. A good one.
This guy's pesky. He's annoying, right? Just fouls pitches off, stays in the at-bat.
Yeah. I mean, outside of Luis Arraez, he's probably the hardest guy to get to swing and miss and strike out. Nico Horner among that group as well. Foul back again. So this will be pitch number 10.
Right. So if you were a pitcher who had a little sinker, you know, the pitch that's kind of designed to get the ball put in play, that's what you, but that's not Imanaga's game.
Yeah. Popped up near the mound. Shota chasing out of there. Dansby makes the catch. And there's one down. JD, just worth noting, Stephen Kwan has never reached on a catcher's interference. You believe that?
He's a candidate, then.
I agree, he's a candidate.
He's due.
All right, let's check out our advanced metrics powered by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com. And highest percentage of runs via the homer pitchers since the start of 2025. Imanaga, number 1. The number 2 guy in that list, by the way, is a decent pitcher. Huh?
Number 3.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Yeah, it's just
the Cubs as a team, by the way, allowed the highest percentage of runs via the homers. So for the most part, when they got beat, it was they gave up homers.
Yeah, well, you said J-Mo on that list. He gives up homers, but he too, like Imanaga, doesn't walk people.
Yeah.
Mostly solos. It's probably not going to be that big of a deal.
That one fouled off. The quickness of us retrieving to Stephen Kwan, note that he's never reached on catcher's interference. That was delivered by Chris Kampka. Handles our graphics. Mitch Noxian just observing and evaluating, judging. What's going on in tape? What's going on in tape, Mitch? And going next door. That's what he does. He goes next door. Angel Martinez with a count 1-2. Shota. It's interesting to if you take the big picture look at Shota Imanaga, and I mean, he's come over here. He's had a ton of success. He's not a hard thrower, but he's a fastball pitcher, JD. When you get down to it, that's his best pitch.
Yeah, it's the fact that he's able to command the pitch, and he's got life at the top of the zone with his four-seam fastball. So there's deception. We were talking about that a little bit the other day with when Suter came in to pitch out of the bullpen for the Angels. He doesn't throw hard, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have a good fastball.
Yeah. Imanaga ready, kicks the 1-2, and a breaking ball is tapped foul.
Justin Steele doesn't light up the radar gun, but he has a very good fastball.
Yeah. And for Shota, one of the things you'll hear about is vertical approach angle. You have all these guys that are swinging slightly uppercut, and obviously the mound is 10 inches high. Hit on the ground to third, collected by Bregman. And Martinez retired 2 away. Well, because of his arm angle and also Imanaga's height, it's basically almost like he's throwing it on a straight line. It's not as much of that downward angle, so it makes it harder to square it up and kind of match the plane, so to speak. And Jose Ramirez takes a strike. Ramirez, who continues to put up amazing career numbers for the Guardians, he's going to go down as one of the best players in the history of this franchise. And here today, time now for Straight Talk stats. He matches Terry Turner with his 1619th game. So one more, and he's going to set the all-time record for most games played. No matter what you say, we all love the guys that play all their games for one team.
Yeah, right.
Oh, just off the edge. A-Zone had it as a strike. ABS had it as a strike. Two and two on Jose Ramirez. He's probably a smidge more dangerous from this side, the right side.
Yeah, I believe that is the case when you look at the numbers.
2-2.
Yeah, when you look at most franchises, if you're going to look at all-time records for games played, you know, cumulative stats, most of those guys are going to be coming from, except for the expansion era teams, but they're going to be coming from pre-free agency, right? Because
that's right.
There wasn't freedom of movement in baseball for the longest time. So it's rare to see a guy be the all-time leader in games played for a franchise in the modern game.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty, no score. Imanaga to Ramirez. And this one lifted in the air, left field. Swanson out, called off by Carlson, and Dillon makes the catch. And Shota gets him 1-2-3. Back at Progressive Field, we send it downstairs and say hello to Taylor.
Look, you're wondering what I did in between games? So glad you asked. I loaded up on hot hands. As for the players, if you're wondering what they did, I was told they went inside, basically changed uniforms. Some guys changed cleats, they got some water, and then they were back out here warming up for this game. So all of the scouting reports for Messick was done before the first game, and this is really sort of what you say, show and go, but there was preparation before the first game, Boog.
Taylor, is there a hot hand stand down there that you were able to get your cold hands on?
No, this is called poaching them from maybe some people in the dugout.
I love where your head's at. Absolutely. It's survival of the fittest.
Exactly.
Cold hands become hot hands. That one is laced down the line, but foul. Parker Messick facing 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Kelly gets the start. as the Cubs will send Kelly, then Bush, then Swanson to the plate against the southpaw.
He was a big piece of that run they made to the division title last year. They won 19 of their final 23 games. They were 10 back at one point in September. He got called up, joined the rotation sometime in August. They went to a 6-man rotation, and that helped the Guardians go on that wild run.
Called strike 3, no argument from Carson Kelly, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 29, Michael Bush.
I think he's got a little of that cutting action to his fastball. That one at 94 over the inside corner. It's a kind of a quick delivery, quick arm stroke. There's some deception there too that the hitters are going to have to deal with.
That's in for a strike at 92 to Michael Bush. Messick says yes, and that misses outside. Working with the veteran Austin Hedges here today, as he did in his first start against the Dodgers. One of the things last year, if you took the minimum at 30 innings, because obviously he didn't pitch that much, but at 475 pitchers, and he was one of the best at first pitch strikes. Grounded over to first, and that one is grabbed and underhanded to first as Rhys Hoskins handles the chance.
The shortstop, number 7, Dansby Swanson.
Michael Bush needs a new bat.
That feels good on a cold day.
Not at all. There's Dansby Swanson down. No score. We're in the second.
Expect to see a heater here. Nope. Sinker maybe?
Sanker. And that's in for a strike. Just got the inside edge. Dansby didn't love it. 3-1. Fouled off. JD, if you're wondering, and some people were, about why it says Hog on his chest protector. No, he's not an Arkansas Razorback. His last name's Hedges, like Hedgehog. And on Monday, by the way, he just reached 10 years service time, so congrats to Austin Hedges. He's thought of as one of the best framers in the game. The metrics back that up. Not great at the plate, but man, he is stuck around. It says a lot about the character, leadership, and those great hands behind the dish. Swanson retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered with MLBshop.com/Cubs, the official source for your Chicago Cubs gear.
Shota back to work and delivers to Fry and misses.
So thought maybe that one landed. Would be a good weapon for him, that 0-0. Just drop it in there, get a head curveball.
Mark Ripperger is our plate umpire for game 2. is ripped into left field and a base hit. So Fry is aboard.
102 miles an hour off the bat. Fastball thigh high out over the plate a little bit.
Chase the Lauder taking downstairs. Ball to strike. Imanaga with a man at first and nobody out. Shota. That's a strike.
It almost looked like DeLauder started to challenge that one and then thought better of it.
To a 2 on DeLauder. It's a great start. 310, 5 home runs. I feel like that cutoff swing, I said it to you, I think off air, but it reminds me of Chase Utley a little bit, at least on the follow through. Lifted in the air, shallow right field. Nico Horner goes out and makes the catch.
Yeah, we had that video package of him before game one, and a series of his swings, and there was one that hit me too. Oh, that's very much like Chase Utley.
DeLauder retired one away and a man at first, and here is Rhys Hoskins. No score. We're in the bottom half of the second. And a swing and a miss. I was talking with Shota before game one and just going through some different things, including just memorabilia. If he keeps stuff, if he has anything that's important to him from certain games. Throw over to first. And I could tell by the way he was answering me through translator Edwin Stanberry, it's just not a big thing for him. He's not a big memorabilia guy. The one thing he did do was he traded gloves. I was asking him, do you have the same glove as last year? And he said it's the same model, but I use a different glove. And was asking him about, you know, important keepsakes or whatever, and he talked about trading one with Matthew Boyd, but he's got such a great personality, and I like to kind of poke him every once in a while. You're familiar
Sure.
with my work.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, you know, any memorabilia from Japan or whatever, and he's answering me, not really, and the whole thing's going through Edwin Stanberry. So then I decide to poke him, and I say, do you want me to sign anything for you? And in perfect English, he looks at me and goes, no, I'm good.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm good.
It's interesting how different guys just have different ideas about memorabilia.
No doubt.
I was talking to Alex Bregman, and I was asking, what are you going to do with your first hit ball as a Cub? And he was like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I was like, well, where's the rest of your stuff displayed? He goes, it's not.
Wow.
What do you mean? And he said, I need to figure out a way to display it all because he wants to be able to show his boys as they get older. But think about all all of the things that Alex Bregman has accomplished in his career, and all of that memorabilia is not displayed anywhere.
It's amazing. Yeah, it just means different. You're that way, JD. Like, you don't. I mean, I try and push on you. I mean, I will tell you this right now. If you told me that somewhere in a storage facility or at your house you had an Astros full jersey, I would go take that thing. I would.
I would let you borrow it.
Thank you. Swing and a miss. Hoskins is gone.
Hoskins laid out a couple fastballs in that sequence. Well, it's weird, right? Because, you know, some guys, you know, you start to cross the line, or all of a sudden you get in this whole dig me thing, right? Look at me. I'd be more inclined to keep like photos of teammates, you know, together, you know, just some kind of random candid shot.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Imanaga ahead of Arias 0-2. Fly ball right field, shallow towards the line. It's Shaw. He's got it. Imanaga pitches around a leadoff single. We'll head to the third. No score. Live odds brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. And it's Matt Shaw at the plate. His first plate appearance of the day. Parker Messick. And that one fouled into the glove of Austin Hedges. Fly ball right field, pretty well struck. Back towards the corner. This has got a chance, and it's gone. Opposite field homer for Matt Shaw, and the Cubs jump in front 1-0. Well, how about the pop from Matt Shaw as he deposits one inside the right field foul pole, gets it out of here, and the Cubs on top.
Yeah, off the bat, it looked like it may be a harmless fly ball, but that thing just continued to carry. Home run replay brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. This ball's up and it's moving in on him, man. That thing's like armpit high, and he's able to ride it out of here. And what, 4 games since the Cubs had gone deep? That wasn't a wall scraper either.
No, it was not. Cubs had gone 42 innings without a homer. And as a general idea, last year when the Cubs won, the offensive MO was hitting it over the fence. BCA pulls one foul. For Matt Shaw, by the way, you know, the definition of opposite field homers, what, to the right of center field? It's sort of, but it's technically his first career opposite field homer. Look at Flo back there. That's frightening, isn't it? Look at her.
Yeah. Very aggressive.
There she is. That's Flo.
Yeah, you know, you bring up that point. How do they define an opposite field home run? I don't know what the cutoff is.
There's got to be some subjectivity to it, right? Hit hard, one hop, and taking it in is Rocchio.
Better now for Chicago. Number 5, Dylan Carlson.
Dylan Carlson here. Cubs, by the way, last year when they homered, they were 72-34. That was 4th best in the majors. Just when they homered.
Michael Conforto get a start in game 1 of the doubleheader. Now Carlson getting an opportunity to start for the first time. Pinch ran in game 1. That was the first time he saw the field, right?
Yep. It's funny because talking to him, he was mentioning, I mean, he's still only, what, 27? And he's seemingly had every role already. Top prospect, starter, bench guy, last guy on the team. Carlson swings through that one, a strikeout, and there's 2 away. So he's ready for it. He's happy to be a part of the Cubs organization, I can tell you that. 2 down, here's Nico. Cubs lead it on a Matt Shaw homer. Ball 1, no strikes, a rare first pitch miss for Parker Messick. And now the count is 2-0. Nico Hoerner grounded to short his first time. And that is ball 4.
For Chicago, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Bregman popped out his first time. Messick. And ball 1.
Messick, a lefty who appears to be pretty quick to the plate, could be difficult to run on. Might not be a bad idea to get a big lead and see if you can get a look at his pickoff move.
High fly ball drilled out towards center field. Going back is Kwan, and onto the track, into the wall. He makes the catch. What a grab by Stephen Kwan. He steals extra bases from Alex Bregman. Matt Shaw gets into one the opposite way, and the Cubs have a 1-0 lead midway in the 3rd. Matt Shaw has given the Cubs a 1-0 lead at his first homer of the year. Shota Imanaga back to work, delivers to Austin Hedges. And ball 1 to the catcher. High fly ball right field. And Shaw pulls it down. Pretty nice grab by Kwan to steal the hit from Bregman.
Yeah, you see Kwan a step or two towards left field, gets a good break on this ball. You know, he's feeling for that wall, and boom, catch, step, crash. Kwan, who has played more center field this year than he normally does. Gold Glove left fielder, proving that he can handle center.
Messick loving it. And now it's Rocchio.
Had some really good defensive plays in this series. Schneemann made one on Friday, similar to what we just saw from Kwan. Probably a better catch, actually, than we saw from Kwan. We saw Dansby make a couple plays out of short. Arias made a spectacular play. Cubs got a run down at home plate in game one of this doubleheader. Nico to Amaya. It's not easy. We talk about how hard to hit on a cold day. Sometimes it's tough to play defense when it's really cold like this.
That one fouled back by Rocchio. See players going to their back pocket. Most of them have some type of hand warmer back there. That's line caught out of the air by Swanson. 2 away. Let's go social media style. Our son Show is watching Show to pitch for the very first time. Go Cubs go. I love that. I love the right up close to the TV. Show's got some lettuce.
Yeah, Show does. Like Showtime.
Pitch in for a strike.
So do we
Kwan.
think that show was named after Shota? It's possible.
It is possible. Shota or Shohei? See Shota with pitch com on the glove. Taylor talked about that during his first start. I haven't noticed him actually utilizing it very much. No, really caught him doing it in that first start. The 1-2. T-Mac.
Yeah, I was told he'll only change the pitch 3-4 times a game. So
okay, so just a
not
handful.
A whole lot.
Yep.
One thing you notice when you watch Shota Imanaga start, and Tyon would come into this category too. Command guys, watch the catcher, watch Carson Kelly setting up in and out, moving around more so than they do with some of the other guys who are more stuffed pitchers that are relying on velocity and movement and not as much on location.
Got him. Inside corner. Kwan is gone. Shota Imanaga hits his spot and strikes out Stephen Kwan. Back here at Progressive Field, Ian Happ stands in. Rough start to the day. 5 plate appearances, 5 strikeouts for Happer. Messick delivers. And a swing and a miss. 1-2. Cubs lead it 1-0 on a Matt Shaw homer. We're in the 4th. Messick ready. 2-2 on the way. Fouled off. Downstairs and T-Mac.
Boog, I mentioned how some of the guys changed their cleats. Ian Happ, one of them. Now, granted, different uniform, So his cleats on the right, which are what he's wearing right now, match the top. But you also have to wonder, does some of that have to do with production? The best game?
Change up the shoes.
Ouch. Happ down on strikes for the 6th time today.
The catcher, Carson Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, we all are, a little stitious. Messick has struck out 5. And I think the baseball got loose, or something got loose out there in the bullpen.
One of my all-time favorite baseball announcer phrases.
What's that?
A ball got loose.
Yeah.
Like it was intentional. Like the ball was like, I'm out of here.
I gotta go.
Quick,
Let's make a break for it.
Nobody's looking.
It's true.
There you go.
Swing and a miss, and Kelly in an 0-2 hole. JD, did you ever do anything super superstitious?
Not too much, a little bit. In terms of like wearing the same T-shirt, you know, under my uniform if I was going good.
What about as a broadcaster?
No, that's not a bad idea though to start to integrate that into our program up here.
Mm-hmm. Budweiser broadcast booth. This Bud's for you. On the ground to first, Rhys Hoskins will take it himself.
Now hitting for the Cubs.
Cub fans,
First baseman.
visit Cubs Trending inside the Marquee Sports app for all the top highlights, interviews, and must-watch moments all season long. Presented by Jeff Vukovich, your local Nationwide insurance agent. Visit jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. So whenever I need a little good luck, I read Jeff Vuk.
Yeah. Breaking ball to Michael Busch is in for a strike. Busch grounded out, broke his bat his first time. Messick has given up just the 1 hit, and it left the park. Max Shaw the other way. 1-0 our score. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That person bundled up down there is John Bacon. Yeah, he went. Busch waits, a 1-2. Messick, despite pitching well down the stretch, was not on their postseason roster. And that one misses. Messick thought it was strike 3. But Busch will take the walk. And now he's asking Mark Ripperger,
Batting for Chicago, the shortstop.
is it down? Yeah, it's down.
Yeah, down by a good bit. That is just the second left-handed batter he has walked. He had come into this start having faced 56 left-handed batters last year in this and had walked just one of them.
Wow. Ball and no strikes to Dansby, who struck out his first time.
That's when you got to lay off. You got to try to get him down a little bit. I guess if you look at a rotation depth chart for the Guardians, he would be their 5th starter. It's a pretty good looking 5th starter here.
No doubt. And they called him up, as you mentioned, and he was their 6th starter. On the ground, Arias goes to Rocchio. And we'll head to the bottom of the fourth in Cleveland.
Well, Seiya Suzuki continues his rehab assignment with the Tennessee Smokies. On Friday, he had an RBI single playing right field. Last night, had a hit as a DH, and then today, playing right field again, had another hit. So Craig Counsell telling us pregame that tonight they will talk with Seiya and reevaluate the plan. So there is still a chance that we could see Seiya Suzuki at the back end of this road trip in Tampa, and if not, most likely at the beginning of the homestand, Boog.
Yeah, there's an off day on Thursday, and then back at home this coming Friday.
I was watching some of that game last night, the Smokies. He looked good. He was moving well. Swing looked good. He looked ready to meet Boog.
Popped up, Swanson backpedaling, waving, catching, 1 out.
If you think today was hard, try living one day in this man's life. Liam's had 5 heart surgeries. Go, Liam!
One of my best days ever.
First one to Ramirez, in for a strike. And Ramirez fouls one away, 0-2. Sometime this year, he'll come up his 300th home run, his 300th career stolen base, more than likely. I would say he's heading to the Hall of Fame, right?
It seems to be trending in that direction, yeah.
Shota and the 0-2. Downstairs and Taylor.
So, Boog, one of the things I did notice on opening day, they introduced him as a future Hall of Famer, which I thought was interesting, and assuming they mean the Baseball Hall of Fame and not the Guardians Hall of Fame. But
yeah,
they certainly believe he's on that track.
Served foul out of play off to the right.
Maybe it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, there's that.
Well, 7-time All-Star, that'll certainly help his cause. And probably going to make a couple more before he's done.
Yeah, peak level, you're talking about, you know, was he one of the best players in the game? The answer is yeah. I mean, my guess is that when all is said and done, he's going to have one of the higher WARs among third basemen, right?
Yeah, we could look that up. You know. Track that down for you.
Popped in the air, right center field, where Shaw is able to make the catch. 2 down. And the batter now is David Fry.
Does he compare favorably, say, to Scott Rowland?
Well, Rowland certainly built a lot of his Hall of Fame credentials on defense, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But he's got the same OPS as Scott Rowland in his career, 855.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Got one missing outside. inside. Imanaga ready at 3-1. And that one a tad bit low, and Fry has reached for the second time. He's the only guy that's reached for the Guardians.
So after the trip, we return home, and the Cubs will take on the Pirates April 10th through the 12th. Tickets are still available for the entire weekend matchup. Cubs.com/tickets.
DeLauder now with a man at first and 2 down. Imanaga to DeLauder, and a fastball through there for a strike, and that one at 93. And that one is in for a strike. That was the splitter. I think at this point you might make the case that the sweeper is his second best pitch. Imanaga ready and deals right through there. Fastball. DeLauder is going to challenge.
Batter jumping pitch.
Mark Ripperger. And ABS powered by T-Mobile, and that is strike 3. One nothing as we go to the 5th, and the Cubs have that lead because of the guy at the plate, Matt Shaw, an opposite field solo homer in the 3rd. And Parker Messick delivers downstairs for ball 1. Shaw, after a rough beginning to his big league career, made the team, then sent down April 14th for a month. There's that foul. Look out, Q.
How far did it fly? Brought to you by American Airlines. That thing is up around his neck. 337 feet. Score your next flight at AA.com. I would have guessed further, but it's right down the line.
Far enough.
Far enough. He's absolutely right. It's 1,619 feet to right field here. Right down there in the corner.
No.
Yeah, look. We'll get a shot.
No,
see?
those are the games. Games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's all right, Mike. That's in for a strike.
He really crushed that ball.
Three and 2, Messick deals. And that is ball 4. And the leadoff man is on base here in the 5th.
See that a lot, don't you? The guy that goes deep ends up taking the walk. Scared him out of the zone.
PCA at the dish. Ramirez creeping in at 3rd. And the pitch in for a strike. See the defensive alignment. They really play him to pull in the outfield. Good eye right there.
He showed bunt against the lefty Heron out of the bullpen in game 1 of the doubleheader, and we've seen him do that a little bit with a lefty on the mound. Situation here, we could try to bunt for a base hit. If you don't get it, maybe at least sacrifice Shaw along.
Well, he's got 2 bunt hits already this year.
Yeah.
Good eye in that spot, and now 2-1. Shaw at first. Check swing, snap, throw, safe. 3-1.
Quick snap throw there from Hedges. Good thing that Shaw had not taken too big of an aggressive secondary lead.
Pete nodding in agreement that time. Shaw at first, nobody out. Cubs lead 1-0. Messick. Kick steals. Swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit out into right center. Shaw around second. On its way to third. And the throw will come into second. PCA with his first knock of the day.
Heading for the Cubs, left fielder.
And they're at the corners.
They hit a hard 109 miles an hour off the bat. The Cubs have a rally going. A day where runs have been really hard to come by. A chance to cash in here. There goes Shaw, streaking over to third base.
It's only the 6th hit of the day between the two teams. As Carlson fouls one back. These two teams are 6 for 80 today, JD.
It's not very good, is it?
Credit the pitchers.
Credit the pitchers and credit the cold weather.
It's an 0.75 average. There's our guy up there on cable cam. In the dirt, PCA will take off for second, and on the wild pitch, now 2 are in scoring position.
Can't do any better than Hedges did, blocking and recovering here. But if you're PCA, any ball in the dirt, you just go. You don't need to read it if you're Pete. Once you see it hit the dirt, with his speed, go.
And now a great opportunity for Dylan Carlson to deliver his first hit as a Cub. Infield halfway. Switch hitter batting right. Check swing. Didn't go. That's Shane Leibensparger. I think Shane got it right.
50-50.
Yeah. Two-one pitch. And an awkward swing from Carlson. Well, it cannot be easy for Dylan when you're looking at game 9, your first plate appearance. On the ground towards third. Ramirez steadies, throws to first in time, and the runners will stay put.
Yeah, that's one where if you're going on contact, you probably score a run there, but with nobody out, it's typically not the play. Read the ball, make sure it gets through the infield. If that same ball's hit here, I would imagine Matt's coming home. Got the right man up there. Got a left-handed pitcher on the mound. Infield drawn in for Nico, who can almost always count on him to make contact.
Pitch in for a strike. And down 2-1. Liner caught. And the runners retreat. And there's 2 down. A soft line drive that Arias was able to grab.
For the Cubs, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Well, falling to Bregman here. Blasted the ball to deep center last time he was up, and Juan made a real nice catch on him. It's interesting, they got Ian Happ, who has struck out 6 consecutive times at the plate on deck, and they've got a base open. See how aggressive they are here with Alex. Pretty aggressive.
Second and third, 2 down.
You a little surprised they're pitching to him?
A little bit.
I mean, regardless of what Ian's done today, I just think, you know, with the base open and Bregman versus Ian from the right side.
Got him to chase right there.
Nasty changeup right there.
Upstairs. You look at that fastball. He throws both the 2 and the 4, but I mean, that's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball with about 16, 17 inches of vertical. Fouled away. Two. And Bregman pushes it foul. Messick ready, 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Messick gets him. Cubs get the first 2 on and fail to capitalize.
Celebrate 150 years of Chicago Cubs baseball from 1876 to today. Help us honor the legends. Cast your vote for the Cubs' 150th anniversary team, presented by Motorola Razr at Cubs.com/150. Don't forget Kai Kyler.
Rhys Hoskins now. And Hoskins pops one up. Bush ranging out, long run, Shaw, and he's able to make the catch. Stumbled a little bit there.
Yeah, 3 are in dogged pursuit here, and it falls to Shaw. Yeah, that was a little awkward at the end, but gets the job done.
Looks like he made a right turn. Two balls, no strikes to count. Pitch to Arias. The third, Bregman hoovers it up. And Imanaga gets the first two.
Change up your summer. Eagle River, Wisconsin.
Austin Hedges now. Hedges getting the start behind the plate with Messick on the mound. He's kind of like taking the baton from Martin Maldonado, at least a bit. When you're talking about a guy who is a great defender, and there's so much value there. He's 33 years old, and he continues to get opportunities to play. He has over 2,500 major league plate appearances. His lifetime average is 185. Line drive left field. That one is into the corner. Hedges racing for second, and the throw is too late, and it's a 2-out double.
It feels like there's always been a few of those guys sprinkled around the league, so good defensively that they're able to survive and stay in the league a long time.
Yeah.
Having said that, here he delivers. Big 2-out double. Chance for the Guardians to tie the ball game.
Imanaga here. And the pitch to Rocchio. Foul back. Good 93-mile-an-hour heater there. By the way, the average big league four-seam fastball so far this season is 94.7. Fastball in for a strike. Schroeder rubs up the baseball ahead, 0-2. 2 outs, man at second. And the Cubs leading 1-0. They won game one, 1-0. Time call. It's up to 85 pitches. Ben Brown is up and loosening.
It's odd, though, that he's up to 85 pitches already. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Yeah.
And then 2 hits now. Gets a lot of foul balls because of that high fastball.
Yep. Hedges at second, 2 down. And a 1-2. Blew him away with a fastball, and he's fired up. Imanaga the strikeout, 5 shutout for the southpaw.
On Saturday, April 11th, the Cubs take on the Pirates at 1:20, and the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Ben Zobrist bobblehead presented by Jewel-Osco, so do not miss that moment. Visit Cubs.com/tickets. And of course, being here in Cleveland, we get nostalgic thinking about 2016. 10 years ago, you remember the famous speech that happened in the weight room. Unfortunately, though, for nostalgia, this is not the weight room. Last season, the Guardians renovated their visiting clubhouse, so it's a brand new 1,300 square foot weight room. So poor Anthony Rizzo, every time he comes back here, if he were to do so as a broadcaster, would not be able to revisit that moment, because he did say every time he would come back to this ballpark, he would go in there and look directly at the spot he was during Jason Hayward's famous speech from the Game 7 rain delay, I should say.
Yeah, everything they've redone, it's nice, but everything is white. And a member of the Cubs said, you know, they don't put a lot of stuff up on the visitor side, so everything's just white walls and no pictures. So it feels a little bit like an insane asylum. Matt Festa delivers outside to Ian Happ.
Brett Tomko Award winner right there, Matt Festa. Given to the top pitcher in Division II.
One and two on Ian. Lifts that in the air. And Angel Martinez charging in, makes the catch. So Ian puts it into play. He's retired. And now Festa will face Carson Kelly. Carson in this one is 0 for 2. Festa deals. And a line drive and a base hit into right center field. So Carson Kelly with a single, third hit of the day for the Cubs.
Yeah, Carson's been swinging the bat pretty well here in the early going. This is a nice stroke here, inside out into right field, solid single. Probably be a good idea to score another run or two if you were the Cubs, you know.
I agree. Michael Busch now. Swing and a miss. This would be a good time for the first Michael Busch homer. And Austin Hedges is going to challenge.
Catcher challenging the pitch.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Mark Ripperger. And it's a strike.
Pitching strike. 3-1 has 1 count remaining.
Busch fouls it away. Festa ready, 0-2. And Michael is rung up on strikes, 2 away.
Hey folks, catch your next Cubs game from the Yeti Yard starting at just 4 tickets. Your group will enjoy reserved seating, snacks, a ballpark meal, and a private Yeti beverage cooler stocked for the game. Learn more at Cubs.com/premier.
Type of snacks we look at out there in the Yeti Yard.
They got snacks and a ballpark meal.
That's pretty good. They're a little light on the snacks up here between games.
I think they were looking for an Easter miracle. They were going to try to feed the whole press contingent of 4 pizzas.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. That one's back. That one is gone. Dansby Swanson will touch them all. First of the season, and the Cubs add on, and it is 3-0.
The way this day is going, it feels like 10-0 with that swing of the bat. A crooked number. Matt Shaw hit his first earlier, and now Dansby gets number 1. This home run brought to you by Hefty. Strength you can trust.
So Swanson puts a charge into one.
Strength you can trust. Whatever happened to ultra strong, ultra low price?
Right field, the catch is made out there by Fry.
Don't be changing the words on me, FD.
No, it's got to feel good for Dansby Swanson, who on the whole has been hitting the ball hard in the early going without many results to show for it. And they got a result there over that 19-foot wall in left. First homer. And now Imanaga with a 3-0 lead delivers a strike to Kwan, who shows bunt.
And gives Shota a little breathing room. Bullpen was active last inning, and Shota likely nearing the end of the line here at 87 pitches.
So Imanaga trying to finish off Kwan. It's 0-2. Fly ball left field. That one slicing, and it'll move off out of play. Ben Brown ready to rock and roll out there. Sliced foul. Wanted to. Kwan 0 for 2, struck out looking his last time. 3-0 Cubs. Shota delivers on the ground. Fair ball down the first baseline. That'll kick off the sidewall. Shaw up with it, fires to second, and it's too late.
The last time Kwan was up there, Imanaga struck him out with a slider. It was kind of top of the zone. This time he went back to that slider, sweeper again, left it in and paid the price as Kwan whacks it right down the first base line.
Imanaga done for the day. Pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Back at Progressive Field. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. And how about the all-Easter team? I really like Logan O'Hoppe as the catcher.
Yeah, O'Hoppe worked his way onto the ball club this year. Luke Easter, of course, has to be there every year. Chris Kampka did all the heavy lifting on this one. Rabbit Moranville, Johnny Hopp, Bunny Brief. I'm not familiar with Bunny. Get Jim Baskett, Rabbit Worsler, Dave Egler. You get the idea.
I love the combo up the middle is Rabbit Moranville and Rabbit Worsler, and a couple honorable mentions. Kid on the left was scarred from that. Look at T-Mac. His brother is not happy in that picture at all.
Mr. Bunny can freak some people out.
Well, look at the Easter Bunny
Yeah.
that I'm staying. I mean, that Easter Bunny, I mean, I'm seeing that in my nightmares. What was going on there with your brother, T-Mac? Why was he so upset? You look delighted.
Yeah, I never had a thing with mascots or Easter bunnies, Santas, but my brother did. Other kids for sure did. I mean, How many crying kids have you seen with a Santa or Easter bunny?
Well, have you seen?
I know one real well now. Molly.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. The one, your bunny there both looked like it just came from like knocking off a bank.
That's exactly. That's exactly
kind of
right.
Heist.
Yeah.
Where was that, Boog?
That was in Philadelphia. Now they get like Wanamakers downtown. Like, I mean, right downtown near where we stay. Yeah, that bunny definitely looked like he might have a weapon on him.
It's a shame we're not in Philly on Easter. We could have gone and
Reenacted that.
We could have
Yeah.
had to go find your old friend.
That would have been awesome.
Oof, man, that's crisp. 97, a dart at the knees. This is appearance number 3 for Ben Brown. 3 1/3 each time he's been out there before. First against the Nats and then the Angels. Last time really impressive. 3 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, 5 punch outs. That was on Tuesday against the Halos.
Time called here. What do we got?
Somebody door's ajar.
Why is the door open? What happened? How does that happen?
I think it's one of those balls trying to get loose.
But like, why isn't there a hook or some type of?
Or how about an option other than the center fielder to go over to close it?
Really? Like, Green 2, Martinez. Brown to the plate. I think that is the stuff we see both sides with Ben Brown, but that's a 3-2 pitch, and he's coming with a fastball, and it's non-competitive.
Made it easy.
Yeah,
a very easy take.
There's no. He doesn't have to make a decision there. And now, with this guy at the plate, you're in danger of the game getting tied with one swing. That's in there for a strike at 97. Quan at second, Martinez at first. Ramirez at the plate. 3-0 Cubs. And that's a little bit low. Brown a 1-1. Hammered but foul. Down the right side. Towards the corner. You know, I know it's the corner, JD.
Why is that?
It says it down.
It does indeed.
Can't confirm. Swing and a ball lifted in the air out towards shallow center. Infield fly called. And Ramirez retired. That's a huge out.
Pinch-hitting for Fry. Number 2, CJ Capus.
And Capus is going to hit for Fry.
Say Caiaphas or Caiaphas? Putting our all-Easter team together. Ted Lilly?
Yeah.
Wally Peep?
You like Peeps, the Easter?
I'm not so big on the Peep.
Here's the pitch. And that's outside.
Caiaphas doesn't have a lot of big league time. He's very good minor league numbers in his career. A chance to be a real solid big league hitter. Guardians team that's got a lot of left-handed bats. The entire bench here for game 2 of this doubleheader, left-handed swingers.
In for a strike. Yeah, it's a team that for whatever reason, I guess they had Santana and then Santana and Lindor and then Ramirez. So they had a team that offensively hadn't been great, but they've always rated well in terms of getting the platoon advantage. And that's usually a plus, right? Meaning that if there's a righty on the mound, you have a lefty at the plate, or if there's a lefty on the mound, you have a righty at the plate. Those are ridiculous numbers.
Mm-hmm. He's been kissing his bat after each pitch, too.
In the dirt.
I don't think I'm imagining that. I think I've seen him. Yasiel Puig. There he goes. See?
I think I just heard Taylor laugh from up here.
You did.
The 2-2. Line drive, base hit out into right center field. Shaw will pick it up, and the throw comes into Bush. Run scores. And they're at the corners as he kissed that one into right center.
Not easy to do on a cold day. Come off the bench and deliver in the pinch against a guy with Ben Brown stuff. That's a pretty stroke. Run will be charged to Imanaga, and that will close the book on Shota.
See if Ben Brown can generate a ground ball at someone. DeLauder 0 for 2. And misses off the inside edge of the plate with a fastball. And ball 1. Fly ball out towards center field. PCA makes the catch. Throw comes into second as the run scores. So now a 1-run game.
A smart play by PCA there, though. Throw that ball homeward. Chance that back runner moves into scoring position.
He's done that a couple of times this year, where on a 50-50 type proposition, maybe even less than 50-50, instead of unloading and showing off the arm, he's just made the safe play and thrown it into second. I remember he did it at home once or twice as well.
It's almost like a quarterback checking down to a secondary receiver. You know, his instinct is to try to make a play, make a big play with that arm.
Yeah.
You know, and you can throw that ball home as long as you keep it low enough where it can be cut off.
Hoskins here with a count 2-0. Brown delivers. Man at first, 2 down. The 3-0. And now the go-ahead run is on base. Tommy Hotovy out of the dugout. And a meeting on the mound as they'll gather around Ben Brown. Things have gotten tight. The Guardians have scored twice here in the bottom of the 6th. A 1-run game.
Hey, insurance runs are brought to you by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and people strategy partner. And the swing of the bat is looking really big right now as Dansby goes deep for the first time this year. Made it a 3-0 game, and now the Cubs lead 3-2 with this Guardians rally.
So Swanson with his first homer made it 3-0. Now it's 3-2. And Gabriel Arias at the plate, and the plate umpire Mark Ripperger saying to Ben Brown, you got to engage him, you got to look at him. Arias is flied out to right and grounded to third. And this with that fastball. Was that a fastball?
No, that
was the curve.
Yeah. Tight little curve.
And that's through there for a strike.
Arias doesn't figure to hit for average, but he does have power.
1-1. Swing and a miss.
Reminiscent of Javi Baez right there, that swing.
The 1-2. Tapped foul at the plate. Brown deals. Kafis out there at second. Hoskins is at first. Cubs hanging on by a run. And that missed down. So now filled up. Hedges in the on deck circle. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Kafis around third. He's coming in to score. And Arias delivers. And we're starting over. It's 3-3.
I think if he throws that breaking ball off the outside corner, he probably gets a chase. But he left it up over the plate, spin in the zone, deep in the count. Sometimes can be treacherous for a pitcher, and that one sits right there in the happy spot.
That's been a problem for Ben Brown. We talk about non-competitive pitches and then missing in the zone middle, and that was what that was right there. Austin Hedges here. Carson Kelly. ABS powered by T-Mobile. That's a strike.
6 strikes, Chicago, 2 challenges remaining.
Could make a lot of money if you can do that consistently.
So for Brown, trying to keep it a 3-3 game. Strike on the outside corner. And Riley Martin up and throwing.
I think his heart rate is right now.
1-2. Tap softly to third. Bregman charges, throws on the run, and a nice pick at first by Bush. Guardians come up with 3, and we're all tied up heading to the 7th. Top 7 from Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Game 2 of this doubleheader. The Cubs won the opener of the double dip 1-0, and now Eric Sabrowski will take over. Face Pete Crow Armstrong.
Sabrowski's been a busy man, on for the 5th time already this year. Debuted back in 2024. Cup of coffee that year. 8 appearances, 33 games last year. It's not going to work.
Popped up Hedges. PCA doesn't even look. And there's one away.
Batting for Chicago, the left fielder, Dylan Carlson.
So 1 down, and it'll bring up Dylan Carlson.
This guy Sabrowski does not have a lot of major league service time, a little over a year. He's got a strikeout rate of 37%. He's also walked just under 15% of the batters he has faced.
Here's a 1-0. Carlson. And that one misses downstairs. JD, what's the derivation of a cup of coffee?
As in like first usage, or
Yeah.
my best guess as to what it means?
I mean it.
Like you're sticking around for, you're not there for the whole meal. You're just sticking around for a cup of coffee. Yeah.
Just
Dropping
stop
by.
drop by for a cup of
Grab
coffee.
a cup of coffee and go. You know, probably Connie Mack or Branch Rickey or somebody way back in the day.
Yeah.
Probably called some kid into his office and said, "Hey kid, you're only here for a cup of coffee."
We're not going to stay for dinner. Three and 2. And that one is outside. Hedges
Catcher is challenging the pitch.
will challenge. ABS powered by T-Mobile. And it's a strike. And Carlson will take the right turn after beginning the walk to first. Instead, the walk to the dugout.
How many of these challenges have we had in this game? It feels like
a lot.
7 or 8 of them.
Sabrowski delivers down and away, ball 1 to Nico, who's 0 for 2. Ball and a strike, Sabrowski. And that's a little bit high. Popped up, foul ground, left side, and out of play.
Cubs had a what-if moment back in the 5th. They had 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and failed to score. Carlson bounced to 3rd. Nico hit a soft liner to short, and then Alex Bregman struck out to end the inning. Kid Messick, pretty darn impressive today.
Warner spoils that one. field towards the corner. That'll get down. Horner into second, and the go-ahead run is in scoring position as Kafis retrieves it.
For Chicago, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Horner in the corner, and this double is brought to you by Elgin Hyundai, home of the 20-year and 200,000-mile warranty on every new car.
Stephen Vogt making a pitching change. It's brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time.
Now pitching for Cleveland.
Chicago Cubs baseball on Marquee Sports Network is brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. By Prevagen, made for the brain. And by Wintrust, different approach, better results. Back here at Progressive Field, and Sean Armstrong against Alex Bregman with a man at second. And ball one to Breg, who has popped to short, flied to center, struck out swinging. Lifted in the air, left field. And coming on, Martinez to make the catch. And Bregman retired. Ben Brown back out there. And Brian Rocchio will step to the plate. Switch hitter batting left. And the curve misses a little bit high. Carson Kelly will challenge.
Catcher challenging the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit down. The previous one, the breaking ball, was borderline high. So a couple near misses, and my goodness.
One challenge remaining.
A tenth of an inch.
I mean, jeez Louise. A tenth of an inch. Popped up for Dansby Swanson.
Time for our Infinity cutting edge moment. Experience their luxury SUVs today. And take a look at the work of Shota Imanaga. 5 innings, 3 hits, and 1 run allowed. He struck out 4. Did not generate a ton of swings and misses here today. 92 pitches. Got a big strikeout there to get out of the 5th. Allowed that leadoff double in the 6th that came around to score. But solid effort from Shota here today.
Brown drops a breaking ball in for a strike, and it's nothing to one to Stephen Kwan. A double and a run scored his last time up. That was Imanaga's last hitter. This is outside. Kwan takes that breaking ball for a strike, so now 2-2. One down, bases empty, 3-3 game. Cubs led it 3-0. They scored 3 times, or I should say once in the 3rd and twice in the 6th. That's the first. Bush will take it himself. 2 down. Fans Cubs in 15, presented by Feldco. They've got your game recap every morning. Tune in tomorrow at 6, 7, or 8 a.m. for highlights from today's game, or catch it anytime on the Marquee app or YouTube. Angel Martinez skies this one right field. Matt Shaw in and makes the grab. And Ben Brown gets him 1, 2, 3. Back here at Progressive Field, John Shambi, Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor, and Ian Happ will stand in against Sean Armstrong. And ball 1 to Happer, who flied to left in the 6th. Here in the top of the 8th, a 3-3 game. That is hammered right field, way back on its way and gone. Ian Happ has untied it. The Cubs lead. It is 4-3. Well, that's how you turn your day around. One swing of the bat.
I was thinking the same thing. How do you turn a bad day into a good day? The potential game-winning home run, 107 miles an hour off the bat of Ian Happ. His 4th long ball of the year. Persistence, hang in there. Struck out 6 consecutive plate appearances. Last time up, he flew to left. This time, crunch.
No doubt about it. So Happ with the homer, and the Cubs back in front. Carson Kelly fouls one away. If you're wondering, by the way, that is Ian Happ's 3rd career homer here at Progressive Field. Two and 2 to Carson Kelly.
Carson with a solid single last time he was up there. That was a couple batters before Dansby went deep.
And Carson Kelly will take his base. Time to send it downstairs. And T-Mac
can confirm we got an Ian Happ smile when he came into the gauntlet of love after that home run. You can see right there a little bit of a grin. Now, he also smiled when he was running through all the players, and I think what got him is somebody yelled, "He's back!"
There's Michael Bush now. So for Ian Happ, 4 home runs now on the season. He's got 6 total hits, so 4 of them have left the park. Michael Bush. Your big league home run leaders.
Maybe the best ball he had all year stayed in the yard. I think he
I know.
hit into that gale force wind at Wrigley.
It was ticketed for Waveland.
The wind took 113 feet out of it.
That night, Mike Petriello texted me. He said that it was of any baseball in the Baseball Savant database, it was most severely affected by weather, more than any other ball that they had, which is not going to make Ian feel any better.
Jacob Webb warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Sun's coming out.
Bush lifts that in the air, left field.
You know, it's really the Easter story, isn't it, Boog? Rising up and delivering. Is that a stretch?
I like where your head's at. Hedges scrambling to grab that one on the backhand. There's Jacob Webb. Mark Stripmatter out there. He's got papers. Swanson fouls one away. Dansby a 2-run homer earlier in this game, his first of the year.
Jacob know that he's got Ramirez to lead off the 8th, and then Kafis, and then DeLauder. That's some heavy lifting.
Swing and a miss. And Swanson comes up empty there. Two and two on Dansby. Armstrong 2-2. And this time Swanson able to lay off. Cubs lead at 4-3. They've out hit the Guardians 6-5. Outside corner, and Swanson looks back.
He was thinking about it, decided not to challenge. I think he made the right decision.
Batting for Chicago, right fielder Matt Shaw.
So Swanson retired. Here comes Matt Shaw to the plate. A homer, a walk, and a flyout. Shortens to bunt, takes the strike. 0-1.
That shot's first home run of the season came back in the 3rd inning. It was an opposite field shot down the right field line. Now he's got a battle down 2 strikes.
Pop foul, that'll get out of play.
John Armstrong last year was a Texas Ranger, as was half the Cubs bullpen. These guys could have had a reunion here this weekend. It's a homecoming for him. He started his career with Cleveland. He debuted with them back in 2015. It's been a long and winding road since then. Many stops along the way. Look out.
Oh.
Been to Seattle, Baltimore, Miami, Tampa, St. Louis. A brief stint with the Cubs in 2024. Just 8 appearances.
Oh, 2 Shaw waits. former Rangers tour.
Yeah, I'll get together and share a meal. Talk about the good times down in Texas.
Now one missed, and now 2-2.
Obi Milner, Jacob Webb, Phil Maton, all Rangers bullpen arms last year with Armstrong.
Swing and a miss. Shaw is gone. Armstrong gets him, but Ian Happ turns a tough day right around just like that. One swing, and it gives the Cubs the lead. It is 4-3. Home run number 4 for Happer. It's our game summary, and it's presented to you by Wintrust. And the Cubs lead at 4-3. They've gotten homers from Shaw, Swanson, and the one that counts to put them ahead, Ian Happ. And for the Guardians, 3 runs on 3 hits, a couple of walks, sac fly, all in 1 inning. But right now, Cubs have the lead, and Jacob Webb's job is to protect it.
Well, so far so good for Jacob in a very small sample.
Ramirez here, 0 for 3. In the air out towards left center. PCA has it. One down now, and it's CJ Kafis.
Quiet day for Ramirez. Nothing for 4 balls in the air. 1 to left, 1 to right, 1 to center, and 1 to short.
Swing and a miss as Kafis comes up empty on the changeup.
In a little bit, I've seen him Webb. That appears to be his best pitch.
Swing and a miss. JD, I think he stopped kissing his bat.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wonder why it worked last time.
Oh, I'm telling you, the last 2 times he didn't do it. Fly ball right field towards the corner, and he got it. And we're tied at 4. Kafis has come off the bench and delivered an RBI single, and now the tying homer.
Yeah, they're going to have to find more playing time for this kid. He can really swing it.
No doubt.
Just got talking about Webb's changeup, and it's a really good one, but he makes a mistake with this one. This one stays up. It's up above the belt, or right about belt high, and he leans on it.
So Webb hits the homer to tie it at 4, and now it's DeLauder. And ball 1 to chase DeLauder. Good changeup right there.
DeLauder had an RBI single here the other day the other way, but you look at his spray chart, the power is going to be to the pull side. It looks to me like he's kind of opening up that front side early, looking for a mistake middle in.
2-1 pitch. Just got the top edge. We call the ball. 3-1 now. And that's a strike. And DeLauder, was he denied the challenge? Three-2. Base hit into right field. And the go-ahead run is on.
So did they say he didn't challenge quickly enough?
Guess so.
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot. Wow, I mean
that's tough.
Yeah. I wonder if there's some element from the umpire's point of view, like you put your bat down, you think you've already walked, and I'm not going to let you challenge.
Yeah, it was about 3 seconds.
But it's not like the umpire's not back there giving you a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know. And
Rhys Hoskins here. Two balls, no strikes. Webb delivers. Hit hard but foul.
dangerous pitch there. 2-0 fastball. Up and in a little bit.
Webb ready. 3-1 to Hoskins. Off the inside edge. Well, Tommy Hottovy is going to come out. The go-ahead run is into scoring position. And right now it's quiet in the Cub pen. Roberts just got the pitch com placed in his cap, and he'll start to get loose. Roberts, the 27th man for the games today. Webb to Arias, and that misses inside. Arias, an RBI single his last time up. That tied the game at 3. Check swing, and a pitch upstairs did not go. Runner takes off for third. Line drive, base hit, left field. And sliding and then popping up and coming in to score is DeLauder. And the Guardians have taken a 5-4 lead.
Again, fastball right through the heart of the zone, up a little bit. Webb falling behind, having to find the strike zone, and Guardian hitters taking advantage.
So Arias comes through again, and now Carson Kelly, I think, walking to the mound just for a little stall tactic here. And here comes Craig Counsell. So Jacob Webb comes into the game and gives up a couple of runs, and the Cubs give up the lead. Guardians on top, and Craig Counsell going to the pen.
On Sunday, April 19th, Cubs take on the Mets. It's Scout Day at Wrigley Field. Fans who purchase tickets through Cubs.com/specials will receive an honorary 2026 Scout patch. Ethan Roberts bounced up and down quite often between Chicago and Iowa last year. Pitched 10 games at the big league level. He was here a lot more than that, it seems.
Number 39, Ethan Roberts.
Called up today to be the 27th man because of the doubleheader.
Austin Hedges at the plate. See if Roberts can get a ground ball at someone. Robert steals. Two on, one out. Ethan deals, and a fastball down low.
Ethan really likes his slider, cutter. Could be a good rollover ground ball to the left side pitch if he can execute it here.
In the dirt. And Roberts falling behind. It's 3-0. Brian Rocchio waiting to hit in the on-deck circle. That's through there for a strike. (3-1), and that's through there for a strike.
Monaga went 5, allowed 1 run on 3 hits. He struck out 4, walked a man. Ben Brown charged with 2 runs in his 2 innings of work, and so far Webb has been charged with 2. Tough day for the bullpen.
Three-two pitch. Slashed foul down the right side. In the air, shallow, foul ground right side. Shaw with a great effort. Matt hauling in from right field.
Yeah, he was selling.
Almost came up with
Yeah, he was going hard, and even as that wall approached, he continued in his dogged pursuit. Just ran out of time. Didn't run out of effort. Hard into that wall.
3-2. Again, that pushed foul. Hoskins at second, Arias at first. Still only one away. Payoff pitch. On the ground, through the left side hole, and a base hit. Carlson up with it, and his throw is too late, and it's 6-4.
Second hit of the day for the light hitting Austin Hedges. He doubled back in the fifth. Now big swing of the bat here, providing a little breathing room for the Guardians bullpen. Presumably Cade Smith will have the ninth.
One out. Roberts delivers to Rocchio. Harder flags it down to second for one. Return to first, safe. Oh man, Nico with those hands over there. Down to third goes Arias. I don't know how he came up with that.
This ball's really smoked and just great hands. Almost turned it into two.
If anybody's going to do it, those two guys are right at the top of the list. Here's Kwan now. And there's a strike. Quickly 0-2. You mentioned Cade Smith.
I did.
He's up. What you want, Kwan? Roberts ready. Kick steals. Fly ball center field for Pete Crow Armstrong, who will lead things off as the Cubs come up to hit in the ninth. Last chance. They trail it by 2. A reminder at the conclusion of our game, it's Cubs post-game live. Cole Wright, Elise Menaker standing by. Hoping the Cubs can rally here in the ninth. Cade Smith will take over. First one to PCA, in for a strike.
Last year, Smith put up a 293. It's devastating. With 16 saves, 73 2/3 innings. He struck out 104 batters.
Broken bat out towards right field, and the catch is made by Rocchio.
CA is going to have to put in a new bat order. It's lumber. For a moment there, it looked like that one had a chance, but a good read and a good break on that ball by Rocchio. All right, swing early, Mo. Get loose. Get him timed up.
Steros taps one foul. Now here in the ninth, the Cubs down to their final 2 outs. Steros swings through that one.
Gonna have a whole lot of luck trying to go up there against this guy.
Horner fouls one back.
First 14 innings of this doubleheader, the Guardians had no runs on 3 hits.
Yeah, they did their damage in the late stages.
That's 3 innings. 6 runs on 7 hits.
That's in for a strike. Nico will challenge.
The batter challenging the pitch.
Mark Ripperger, ABS powered by T-Mobile, and it's a strike.
Pitches a strike. Chicago is out of challenges.
One and 2. And bounced foul. Cubs will head to St. Petersburg to play the Tampa Bay Rays. It's the Rays home opener at the Trop tomorrow afternoon. Horner pushes that one foul.
And 3:10 Chicago time. Tyone and McClanahan, the pitchers.
Pitch. And Nico fouls that away. And McClanahan, who is the better part of 2 years coming back from arm surgery. 1-2. Stairs, and now it's 3-2. Two outs, bases empty. Smith 3-2. Ball 4. And so Horner reaches base. And Alex Bregman to the plate. He represents the tying run.
He really worked hard to earn that walk. He laid off a couple of those chase splitters. A lot of guys, this ball game's over. That 1-2 splitter, he's going to get swings and misses from a whole lot of big leaguers, but not Nico. He's able to work the walk, and still have hope.
Bregman takes a strike. The 1, and Alex takes outside. Off the outside edge. 2-1. Guardians 6 runs, 9 hits. Cubs 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors in this game. Well, that's a tough pitch.
Didn't have to be.
Bregman saying no and now asks for time.
Let's take a look. Yeah.
That was generous. See where Smith goes right here. 2-2. Down low. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Horner at first. Bregman is the tying run. Ball 4, and it'll bring Ian Happ to the plate.
2 really good disciplined plate appearances there. High stress situation.
And Carl Willis is going to go visit the mound before Ian Happ gets the opportunity to hit.
It had been a real miserable day for Ian Happ until he stood up there in the 8th inning and did that on Sean Armstrong. Gave the Cubs the lead. Can he do it again?
So Happ to face Kane Smith. He's already got 4 homers. Last year his 4th homer came on June 5th. Swing and a miss. Oh man, you could see plate umpire Mark Ripperger flinched. Happ flinched. 4-seamer at 95. Ball to strike. Pitch to Ian. Two on, 2 out. 1-2. And it's even up. Horner's at second, Bregman's at first, 6-4. Happ waits. In the air, falling, charging in, and it'll fall for a hit. Horner coming in to score. Bregman to third, Happ with an RBI single. And the Cubs are within 1. It's 6-5. Just off the end of the bat. And Kwan couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to lay out and try to make a play on that ball, but obviously he determined that he couldn't get there. It's a tumbling split finger pitch, and Ian just punches it out there to left center. Just a little floater.
So now, with 2 down, the Cubs are running the board, and Carson Kelly with a chance to tie this thing up. Kingery running at first for Ian Happ. 1-0 to Kelly. And that's a strike.
Carson's base hit in the 6th through the right side of the infield. That's open for him again here.
Popped up, foul ground. That will get out of play. 1-2 outside, and taking off for second is Kingery. And so the go-ahead run now in scoring position. So a single could give him the lead.
Ooh.
Man.
On time.
Big time.
Nothing coming easy for the big right-hander here. Smith in this inning. Cub hitters putting up a really good fight.
2-2 on Carson Kelly. Chokes up a bit. And he struck him out. And the Cubs fall a run short. 6-5 as they split the doubleheader and lose the series 2-1. Up next, it is off to St. Pete and a 3-game series with the Rays.
Took that 3-0 lead with the Swanson home run in the 6th, and felt like for the first time this year they were going to win back-to-back games, but not to be, as the bullpen struggles a little bit here this afternoon. A spirited effort to come back in the 9th. They just come up a little bit short.
Yeah, I think that's the disappointing part, is just the pen. You're hoping 3-0 going into the 6th, that most times you're going to win that game.
Yeah, it feels like a W.
So for Jim DeShays, Taylor McGregor, and our entire outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for watching Chicago Cubs baseball here on Marquee Sports Network. Again, your final: the Guardians 6, the Cubs 5. Tomorrow, the Cubs in St. Pete. They'll take on the Rays at the Trop. It'll be Tyone and McClanahan. Coverage begins at 2 o'clock. Up next, Cubs postgame live. Cole Wright, Elise Menaker. Guys, take it away.
Very much, Boog, and that was a tough loss on an Easter Sunday. A trio of long balls for the Cubs, but we all know it was Cleveland's crooked numbers in the 6th and the 8th that proved to be the Cubs' kryptonite, at least. That's a tongue twister.
The Cubs' first
kryptonite, yeah.
2 one-run games of the season.
Also
they
a tongue
come
twister.
Through, and one of them, unfortunately, the second one, they come up short. The bullpen struggles there late, but good effort in the 9th. Just
We're going to tell you a whole bunch more about it. That and more. It's next, right around the flip side on Cubs Postgame Live.